Stranger Things Season 5. Volume 2 doesn't end with an explosion. It ends with a question, a look between two sisters, a plan that may save the world, and a sacrifice that might finally cost 11 everything. So let's break down the ending of Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2. What Vecna is actually trying to do, why the kids are the perfect vessels, and what that final moment really tells us about 11's fate heading into the series finale. This video contains full spoilers for Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2, including major plot details and the ending. If you haven't finished all 3 episodes yet, stop here and come back later. What the ending is really about. On the surface, the ending of Volume 2 looks like a win. The Hawkins group makes it through the heavily guarded Max Z gate. They're bruised, exhausted, but alive. Everyone is still standing. But emotionally, this ending is one of the darkest places the show has ever stopped. Because Volume 2 isn't about defeating Vecna, it's about understanding him. And once you understand him, the final choice becomes terrifyingly clear. Vecna's true plan finally explained. By the end of Volume 2, the show answers one of its longest-running mysteries. What does Vecna actually want? Henry Creel doesn't believe he's destroying the world. He believes he's saving it. Vecna claims that a spreading darkness is consuming not just Hawkins, but all realities. He compares it to the black thing from A Wrinkle in Time, an all-consuming force of corruption and fear. According to Henry, he's discovered another realm beyond the Upside Down, the Abyss. Unlike the Upside Down, the Abyss isn't rot and decay. It's light, order, purity, and Henry's goal is to merge Hawkins with the Abyss, overwriting reality itself and erasing darkness forever. In his mind, that's not genocide. That's salvation. Why the 12 kids matter. Here's the crucial detail the ending confirms. Vecna cannot do this alone. To merge realities, he needs tremendous psychic energy, more than even he can generate. That's why he kidnaps 12 children, calling them the perfect vessels. Children are easier to control. Their minds are more open. Their powers dormant but expandable. Vecna has done this before. Season 1 reveals that when Will was taken, Vecna channeled his thoughts through him, amplifying his power. Now he's doing it again on a much larger scale. Will, Holly, Derek, the other kidnapped kids. They aren't prisoners. They're batteries. Why Will is different. The ending also clarifies why Will Byers is so dangerous to Vecna. Unlike 11, Will doesn't generate raw power. He steals it. Because of his lingering connection to Vecna, Will can siphon energy directly from him, but only at close range. That's why proximity matters. That's why time matters. And that's why November 6th becomes a countdown. Will represents the one thing Vecna never planned for. A victim who learned how to fight back from the inside. The Max Z gate, a false victory. When the group makes it through the Max Z gate in the final moments, it feels triumphant. But it's not the real battle. That gate is just a doorway. The real conflict is what comes next, and what must be sacrificed to stop the merge. Because the show makes one thing very clear in the final scene. Stopping Vecna will require someone to stay behind. 11 and Kali, the most important scene. The most important moment in the ending doesn't involve Vecna. It's the quiet exchange between 11 and Kali. Kali believes the only way to stop the explosion, the merging of worlds, is for 11 to remain in the Upside Down when it detonates. Not fight, not escape, stay. And when 11 looks at Kali, there's no certainty. Just hesitation and acceptance. The Duffer Brothers themselves confirm this moment is meant to feel unresolved, a lingering dread that suggests 11 may have already agreed to the plan, even if it means she doesn't come back. Why this ending feels so heavy? This ending doesn't scare us because of monsters. It scares us because it reframes the entire story. Stranger Things has always been about saving 11. Now it's asking whether the world can be saved without her. Vecna began as a human. Max reminds us there's still some humanity left inside him. And that raises the final question the show refuses to answer yet. If Vecna can be redeemed, does 11 still need to die? What this sets up for the finale. Volume 2 gives us the who, what, where, and when. The finale is about why. Why Henry became Vecna. Why Will survived. Why 11 exists at all. And whether saving Hawkins means losing the girl who saved it every time before. That's where Stranger Things leaves us, not with hope, not with fear, but with uncertainty. And that may be the most terrifying ending of all. Thank you for watching.